Yeah, welcome back again to one more episode on lean in RCM. So we are continuously discussing on our the denial part, right? That's what we started discussing. Now, what we are trying to do here is we are going to, in the continuation of a coding denial, we are going to cover the inclusive denial, right? The inclusive denial has a major part, okay, how it need to be addressed or how we are going to work on this particular inclusive denial. So I'm categorizing that into the three category. One, the claim is denied on the same claim. And then the second category, what I'm planning to do, it is denied on a different claim. Okay, same DOS, but a different claim. And the third part, what you're going to cover is it is denied not on the same claim, not on the DOS, but in a different claim. Okay, these are all the three different plan we are going to do. And we are going to cover the global inclusive. Okay, how that is going to happen in the global way. All right, these are all the four different topics we are going to cover in this series. So first we'll go to the inclusive denial, right? See, for example, how we are going to start this process, right? If a claim is denied for an inclusive, what we used to do, we'll go on and confirm the denied claim is on the same claim. That means what? In the same claim, there is a two CPT code. One is paid, other one is getting denied as an inclusive. So now we need to check and then confirm the modifiers bill. And if check the RVU value. We discussed this also. The RVU value is nothing but your charge amount, right? In that scenario, what is going to happen? Your high value RVU should be paid. Means what? It is a higher charge CPT code should be paid, and the lower CPT code can be denied as an inclusive. Okay, so what we need to check is if higher RVU is paid. If it is yes, check the policy and confirm, and then create an adjustment policy for non that's a lesser RVU claim or code, and then complete it. And this is the way your process is going to end. I'll touch again. Denied for inclusive. Both the claims are in the same, both the CPT in the same claim. You will check the modifier, okay, and then check if it is a higher RV is paid. If higher RV is paid, our problem solved. But we don't want to do this again and again, right? So we'll create adjustment policy, and the adjustment after billing, you can adjust the other code. See, for example, we'll take about 81003. You know very well this code will never get paid, right? But what will happen is the team will touch that claim and then take account for that. Okay, it's unnecessary work. The same way 36415, right? It is need to be billed, but it will not get paid. So in that scenario, what do you need to do? Whether the other relevant code is getting paid or not. If it is paid, yes, you create a adjustment policy for 81003 or 36415, and then you can go ahead and then start adjusting it. Okay, that's the way we are going to do the inclusive denial for a simple claim. Okay, so now when the higher RVU is not paid, then only the problem starts. Okay, for example, it is not paid. So what do you need to do? We need to check what is the DX code we bill for both the CPT codes, right? So in the both the CPT codes, you check your diagnosis code, and you have to go on and check on the CC edit, and then or corrected code correct or any other coding tool which your company is going to use. In that, you check and then confirm whether modifier is allowed or not allowed. If modifier is not allowed, that's a deal, right? The CCI is not allowing you to build the claim. Then what you need to do, you have to check the policy, create adjustment policy, and then end the process if the modifier is not allowed. If modifier is allowed, then only the process need to start, right? See, for example, I am checking that modifier is allowed and I am getting a modifier involved in it. In that, send it back for reprocess and then escalate to the provider relationship rep saying that after also adding modifier, my claims are getting continuously. Okay, in that scenario, you will escalate and then complete it. And this one, you can discuss with your client, send it to the adjustment, and you can close this deal, right? If it is a modifier is allowed and it is not paid by the insurance company. Okay, these are two things which we are discussing. One, modifier allowed and it is not available. Then what you need to do, you add that and then send it for a reprocess. If modifier is already added but it is not paying, you escalate it to provider relationship rep and then complete it. Okay, this is the way we are going to work on the same claim. So now we are going to touch upon the other part. Okay, inclusive claim. same DAS, but in a different claim. See how we need to do these kind of denial is when you're checking opening a claim, then seeing inclusive denial. What do you need to do? You check is there any other CPT code available in the claim? So I'll take one scenario. For example, your claim is billed with regular CPT in one claim and 81003 in another claim. In that scenario, this will be the same DAS, but it is billed as a two different claim. So in that scenario, denied for the same DAS but a different claim. Okay, if it is no, then what do you need to do? You have to end this particular one. You have to go back to the previous one. Okay, for example, if it is yes, what do you need to do? Check the patients are the same. Okay, is it the same claim for the same patients? And then check the providers also same or a different. Mostly the patients will be the same. There will not be any issue. For a checkpoint, we are doing it. And coming here, the providers are different or a same. So that you need to confirm here. And then what do you need to do? You check the modifier bill. Okay, what kind of modifier we are billing here. And then the same thing, right? What we discussed there, you have to check your CC edit. And after the CC edit, you confirm the modifier is allowed or not allowed. If modifier is not allowed, what do you need to do? You check the pair policy and confirm, send for adjustment, and then end the process. Here, when the modifier is allowed, go to the coding review, add the modifier, and go to the billing corrected claim, and then it will get ended. We refile the corrected claim, and this will get ended for an inclusive denial claim when it is a same DAS, but it is a different claim. Okay, so today what we covered. So this is the one. When it is coming to the inclusive denial, there are 3 points what we are discussing. One, higher RVU paid. Same claim, two different DAS. And the next one is same DAS with a different claim. So here, the second lot, what we can do in the lean way. Okay, that's what we are going to add here. See, when it is coming to this particular flow, you are adding a modifier and it is getting paid. What do you need to do? You create a pre-billing review here and then push it to the pre-billing audit. For example, here modifier is not allowed. In that scenario, you create adjustment policy and stop these type of service. See, sometimes what happens when we are billing, sometimes we have to stop that kind of services. Okay, that's the important one. Otherwise, what will happen? So, for example, what I mean by that, say 81003, I'm billing. And I know for sure it is not going to be paid. In that scenario, that 81003 will come under the low dollar adjustment. What you can do, you can bill the claim and then adjust that particular CPT code then and there. So that will solve your problem and then we can move on once you get an adjustment policy here. Okay, this is the 2 point which I want to cover in this particular topic, right? Inclusive and where we are doing a inclusive lean way that is in the same claim and that is the same DAS with a different claim. Okay, you can ask me if you have any question here. Are we good?
Yes, Rajesh.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll add that and then you will get this link in the LinkedIn group. You can download and then you can see there is I added the Excel sheet embedded here. You can take the denial code. Okay, that's what I just open it. See if you see here, this is the inclusive denial code. If you go here and then check what are all the inclusive denials, you can identify what we marked as an inclusives. So inclusive is very big denial in the coding, right? So you can see the codes. Okay, sorry, I selected modifier. Okay, these are all the inclusive codes. So 97 will have 4 codes. Okay, and then 231, 234. There's also related to mutually exclusive, more or less equal to your inclusive. Mutually exclusive is a different concept. When you build one code, the other code cannot be built on the same day. And this have to, and we have, and then CR97 and COP14. Okay, this benefit service included in the payment allowance of other services. Okay, so totally these are all the denial codes for inclusive. This you will get it in that particular Excel sheet, what I showed you.
Okay, Rajesh.